Should we go for that other email now?
Let's go for that other email. Okay. Let's go for that. I thought we had 2 news items, but we don't, do we?
Well, but I'm just doing it this way because I love you, beautiful people out there in
the streets.
In the streets. So, hey guys. You're about in the rockstar. Hey, you're
I mean, it don't go
Shrek.
But it don't go, hey guys, I'm a rock star.
Are you watching Shrek? Something like that.
All that glitter and gold.
Right, so, hey guys, quick thought popped into my head and thought it would be just good discussion on your wonderful podcast.
Wonderful podcast. Oh.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Let's say a season pass for Smash Bros is announced, and then in brackets, levels, asked trophies, music and characters. I like the way he had some music in there, because fucking music's baller.
Music's where it's at.
Let's say Mewtwo is already part of it, but you're allowed any 3 characters. Only Snag.
Only Snag.
Is they had to have appeared on a Nintendo system, but they can't be first party.
Okay.
So third-party games that have appeared on Nintendo systems at some point in time. Mine are Bayonetta, Travis Touchdown, and Zack and Wiki. What are your 3 picks? And go! Andrew, P.S. Your accents are hot.
Hi, guys. I came up with one the other day, actually.
Hey! Play some Wii U.
Yeah.
Simone.
There's a Rockstar game called Grand Theft Auto 5.
It's not coming to the Wii U.
'Cause it's dying.
Simone.
I don't know why Michael Jackson just pitched in there. I got a trophy the other day on Smash Bros. And I realised this would be an awesome character. Which again was, I've already mentioned him, but Knuckles as a Smash Bros. Character. It would be an awesome character, don't you think? Like, he's fighting, obviously you'd have to reduce how much he can fly.
I have the worst pins and needles.
Okay.
I've got full Resident Evil.
Resident
Evil. I can't feel it.
Yeah. Can I punch it?
As long as it's like calf.
Could you feel it?
Well, I know that you did it because
you saw it, but interesting.
Yeah.
Knuckles would be a good fighter.
Oh, the foot is dead.
Yeah.
Nip it as hard as you want. That hurt now. No. That crushed some bones.
No, I'm in pain. I don't got pins and needles.
Ah. Yeah, but it's getting rid of the pins and
Remember
needles.
that time? Right.
That's the solution.
Yeah. Pain. We spent a full day trying to complete Resident Evil in 4 hours so we could get the rocket launcher, the first one. And,
no, it was the remake on GameCube.
It was the remake on GameCube. And Ace was sat cross-legged all day.
As I am now.
Because when you paused it, that still counted as gameplay time, didn't it? And we didn't want to use ink reels. And he stood up, and he'd had pins and needles, and he stood up, and his knee went backwards. Like, his full leg just, snapped, and his knee went backwards. And he just screamed. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
My knee did go backwards.
Yeah, it did go backwards.
Because
we call it Resident Evil.
You were sat on the floor, and you was at eye level with your knee, so you got, the best sort of, Attenborough video footage with your eyes.
Yeah, so that's one of the characters is Knuckles. Yeah, another one, but just mentioned would be Bayonetta.
Yeah.
What about you? What's your one? So we'll take it in turns. We'll do.
Well, we've got 3, so we'll do 1 each, and then we'll agree on one.
Okay, so mine's Knuckles. What's yours? The zombie on Resident Evil?
No.
He just turns.
Oh,
that would be a good one, though. The Resident Evil characters, Jill or Chris, possibly. Go on. They already had Solid Snake, and he kind of worked.
Captain Novolin.
No.
What?
You really want Captain Novolin?
Yeah.
What can he do? All he can do is jump. He don't even have an attack.
Avoid.
It'd be the best parrier on the game. You can't have Captain Parrier. You can't have Captain Novolin. I'm not allowing Captain Novolin.
Why?
Disallowed. Because it'd be horrible.
It's my choice.
I know, but what would Captain Novolin do on Smash Bros? All he'd do is tell them all to take their insulin.
Yeah. Because for people that don't know, Captain Novolin was a game
most
created
people.
in the 90s by Raya Systems, was the publisher.
Yeah.
Can't remember the developer's name. And it was basically, they made a few. It was the same publisher and the same developer, and they made sculptured software.
Yeah.
They made a series of there was maybe 3 or 4 games, like in that sort of canon, where it was basically they were trying to like educate kids on medical issues.
Yeah.
And one of them was a game that they developed to give to kids with diabetes, which was actually funded, I believe, by Nova Corporation or something like that. The people who make Novalin.
Okay.
That brand of insulin. Okay. Because Novalin's a brand of insulin. It's not an actual name of insulin.
Yeah.
So they basically did that, and there was like had to fight all like giant donuts, and
you didn't fight him. You just jumped over him.
Jumped over him.
And the sprite was about that big.
It was a big sprite. They kind of went crazy on the SNES with huge sprites that didn't really work.
Yeah, it didn't at all.
Because a lot of the NES ones were small sprites, and then so they were like, "Fuck it, we can make them big." Because they wanted to get all the detail in. Which it looks good.
It looks really good. Yeah, it's a really good looking game.
Yeah. So there was like Blubberman was the main baddie in it.
So you're going with that one? Because I've got another idea. Are we classing Platinum
or Rex Ronan?
Okay, well
that was another one of their games.
Now I've got 2 ideas.
Rex Ronan, Experimental Surgeon.
Yeah.
That was a game to stop kids from smoking.
Right.
Maybe the same company, same like thing. So basically, it was a guy who'd started smoking at 15 years old, and he was an adult, and he got ill. So they needed a surgeon to sort of go and sort his body out. So in very Magic School Bus-esque fashion, it was this mini surgeon who was shrunk down tiny, and he went inside the body and sort of fought those carcinogens.
That sounds like the last level on South Park.
Yeah.
Stick of truth. Yeah, I've got 2 ideas then. One would be, a Platinum Games, we're classing that. They're second party, so that technically counts, does it not? Can I have Wonder Red?
No.
You can't have Wonder Red?
No.
Alright. Can I have then... this one surely...
I've got a cheat code.
I'm allowed.
I've got a cheat code.
Right, but let me
All right.
just thingy. What's he called? McCain on Lego City. He's got his grappling hook when he falls off the edge. He could put on different disguises and use different ones. I think, okay, I'm going with that. Chase McCain.
Do you want to hear my cheat code?
Best game on the Wii U.
Do you want to hear my cheat code before we commit?
Yeah.
You could potentially have any Disney character.
You could, yeah.
Because Infinity, plus all the
I was going to say,
games.
yeah, and thingy.
Scrooge McDuck would be cool.
Kingdom Hearts on the 3DS.
Yeah. So Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck would be good, yeah. Bouncing on the heads.
Mickey, obviously.
Well, on Kingdom Hearts, you've got Goofy.
Elsa.
Goofy with his shield. And you've got Donald with his magic and his wand.
What's the key fella called? Like Sora or something?
Sora, yeah, you could have Sora. Sora would be a good one as well. Sora would be a good one.
I think I don't think it's Sora.
Let's decide on 3. It is Sora. It's definitely Sora, yeah. Let's decide on 3. So, are we having Knuckles?
Yeah, because you was allowed to pick
Knuckles?
the first one.
Chase McCain?
No, it goes yours, mine, and then the agreed one.
All right.
So Knuckles,
Yeah.
Captain Novalin. So it goes from Knuckles to Captain Novalin.
Yeah.
To
Either Sora, Chase McCain, or Scrooge McDuck.
let's go Chase.
I want Chase. So
So
McCain.
it goes Knuckles,
Yeah.
Captain Novalin, Chase McCain.
Knuckles, Captain Nova, and Chase McCain.
Yeah, that means nothing to our audio listeners.
No, it don't. No.
Check it out
Yeah,
on
we just
YouTube.
repeated 3 times. If you want to see our hand actions,
You know,
look on
because
YouTube.
this has been quite a small segment.
Yeah.
Probably. I wanted to bring up a 4th one.
Okay.
We have time.
Okay.
If you want to delve into that, we shall do that.
For all you audio listeners, I just dived.
Okay. Well, here's a topic I wanted to bring up. That's near and dear to my heart.
Okay.
And near and dear to your heart. AIDS. I'm joking.
That's not near and dear to my heart. That's near and dear to my anus.
I don't think the
No.
AIDS virus hovers around the anus.
No. Tell me the topic.
Nintendo Sushi.
Okay.
What
about it?
Meta.
Whoa, this is like Inception.
Well, I would just wanted to talk about where we've been and what we're gonna do and going and
This
what
could be a
sort of things.
full podcast.
It could be a full podcast, but we're just gonna spout it out in 15
Okay,
minutes.
so where we've been. We've had highs and lows. We've
Lot of highs, lot of lows. So I started the thing originally.
You started it originally.
2.5 years ago, something like that.
Mhm.
And
you asked me
you said no.
first, and I said no.
So I went with my friend Bew,
Mhm.
who I'd known for years.
And I went to school with you.
You went to school
We were
with
like
him.
really good friends at school, and then I
then-
introduced him to you, and you kind of
I was in bands with him for years.
yeah.
Years and years and years, just in different bands. And
Well, the
everything.
three of us kind of did a
And,
lot of stuff, didn't we? Because before that, we used to play together, didn't we? I used to play bass, you used to play guitar, you used to play drums,
play music together.
Music, yeah.
Used to
so-
play together.
Yeah, we used to play together. So we kind of, it worked really nicely. Like you and Bew, I was like,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we did session stuff together,
Mhm.
me and Bew and everything like that. And I kind of went more down the session route. He's doing his own
Yeah, he's
band
got his band and
stuff now. Then you came along a few in, going, "Oh, this is looking successful. I want to hop on that."
it wasn't that. It was more that I didn't feel that I had the historical Nintendo
knew
knowledge.
nothing.
Bew did know nothing. That was, I think I heard Bew and was like, actually, I know what I'm doing.
Does that sentence work? Bew did know nothing. It's one of them like
Yeah.
conundrum things.
Did
where
not know anything.
Didn't know anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's better. Yeah, so I kind of didn't think I had the historical knowledge, and then I kind of had like a Nintendo montage where you kind of was like, well, do this. Yeah. Gong, gong. But I love it if it was in that kind of music, the kind of 8-bit style. But
I
yeah.
wasn't going for 8-bit. I was going for
Yeah.
just whatever was in the depth of my throat.
So I kind of went and I just played everything because I played PlayStation and Sega growing up until the GameCube, which is why the GameCube's my favorite one because that's what brought me to Nintendo. And I was just in love with the GameCube, played everything on the GameCube, and then went back and played the N64. It's mine. I went back and played the N64, and now you kind of told me go on the SNES, go on the NES, and I did, and I learned all that I could, and I'm still learning now. I'm not by any means an expert, and I'll always say if I don't know something, I don't know it. But I like to feel that kind of my knowledge has got to a point now where I can talk quite confidently.
What a sentence to fuck up.
I know.
I can talk quite comfortably.
I can talk comfortably. I can talk quite confidently about most consoles, and I've done my research. So that was kind of how I was brought in. You kind of was like,
So then we kind of did it for a bit. Went to like kind of different
a
places.
few events, which is really fun.
We got an incredible response download wise. Like
Yeah, we did, yeah.
phenomenal. Like I don't want to go into numbers, but like a ridiculous.
We've
like,
always had a
crazy
lot
amount
of
people.
listeners,
like,
haven't
it was, Like
Yeah.
why are they listening to us?
Yeah.
But we first started like originally like an error of my own, but we've come full circle. Is I wanted to be this like super professional sort of like we talk about things, we review it, we do this, we do that, and we
took
basically
on-
an
yeah.
IGN.
Yeah.
And it wasn't taking on more than it could chew. It was that IGN exists.
Yeah.
All these other like outlets to go and get people talking
Yeah.
sensibly about games exist everywhere.
True.
There's no death in the ether.
Game journalism.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So like I was like, okay. So we started like that. We didn't
And I wrote-
swear on the podcast, like everything like that. We used to like
Do a lot of writing. I wrote
a lot of writing, but like
articles
like
and-
actual like really like
Do you know what? Some
well researched,
some really good, well researched,
nothing
really
like
good articles.
nothing funny or anything like that. Right?
I don't know. There was some funny. I'd like
So,
to bring up. I'd like to bring some of the articles back, maybe at some point. Just if anyone's interested and wants us to send any of our old articles.
No,
Why?
I don't even think we've got them.
Have they been erased?
Yeah.
Surely they're somewhere.
Don't know.
I thought some of them were really interesting. And
But anyway,
funny articles.
anyway, so we carried on, and then Bew left.
Yeah. To do his band stuff and
to do his band
He
stuff.
moved
which
out.
is
He
cool.
moved
That
out
was
of the
his-
city.
That
so-
was his main passion.
Yeah,
you
it
know,
was.
so-
Yeah.
So he left to go and do
Still
that.
love Bew.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So he left. He moved to a different city, and then we carried on, and we started getting more and more down this well of irrelevance and nudity.
Nonsense. Ludity. Nudity and crudity.
Yeah, and
nudity.
on
one
podcast.
podcast.
Lucidity.
Yeah.
It was very bright and lucid. So we kind of but we was bringing our personality into it more.
We was, yeah. And people
And then-
seem to get on board with our personality more than they were getting on board with what we're actually saying.
Yeah. both.
Yeah,
Same
it was a bit of
thing.
a contradiction. More than getting on board with like
People liked us, but they
Nintendo
didn't
stuff.
like us.
Yeah,
They liked the
People-
liked the me, not the
people
we.
like the
as the E.
the sound of our voice, but they didn't like the words.
So yeah. So and then towards the back end of last year, like we was both like, it became a bit of a chore. Like,
Well, I was
obviously.
ridiculously busy with
So
my
was I. I
writing,
was, like,
and you was
I was
really
in a
busy with
different
the
city.
music. Yeah,
I was in like 4 cities every week.
yeah.
Sometimes different countries.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like playing. I was playing guitar. Like that's what my job is, a session guitar player. I was in different countries. Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I could be in like 2 or 3 countries in 1 week.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck's going on? I was in like I don't know. I was just he was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous.
And then
I
of
was
course when you was free, I was busy
and
writing
everything
or
like that, and,
teaching or
the shows weren't
acting
coming out
or-
on time, and then
Yeah.
it got to the end. And I don't know if I said this to you because I was definitely thinking this,
Mm.
but I don't know if we had this conversation. I was like, should we just get to episode 100 and then
We did have
Oh,
that
okay.
conversation,
I was like, should we just get to episode 100 and then it's like it's a big achievement,
and then cut it off there.
and it's just like that's what we did.
Mm.
We saw it through to episode 100 and everything like that. Because I said to you, we can either do one of two things. We can either quit at episode 100 or go full in at
Yeah.
episode 100.
And I was 50-50, but then I
Only
I
because
fell
the
on the
shows
side of
like had like been crap.
yeah.
Like I from 90 to 100, I didn't
Yeah.
enjoy doing the shows because they were just.
Well, it was.
Maybe I enjoyed doing the shows.
I
One of the
enjoyed
shows
doing the
that I didn't
actual
enjoy
shows.
doing.
Yeah, it was just the idea of like all week was like, oh, we're gonna have to fit this show in.
Yeah.
You know, and the shows themselves weren't bad shows. They were quite funny, and I think it was even funnier. Like I went through a really bad phase where I was kind of a little bit. I'm not depressed because I think it's an exaggeration, but I was going through a really bad stage of my life. But it created really funny shows. Because kind of I was a bit cynical and angry, which created a lot of comedy. Which, you know, if you want to laugh at that, you can laugh at it. But so I did quite enjoy doing the shows, but at the same time, like it wasn't what we wanted it to be originally, and it.
Well, not originally, because
Yeah.
I'm happy for it to evolve.
I'm
and
happy
change,
to have gone to our personality, but I think we expected it to be a lot bigger by that point. In terms of because we wanted to be writing articles, wanted to do this, that, and the other, and we kind of changed that much into something else. That for me personally, I was like, well, if we've changed into this other thing and we're not like passionately doing it anymore, then is there any point? And I think that's when we got to episode 100, and we decided, you know what, like we built something.
We
here.
decided pre 100.
Oh yeah,
I
we
think.
decided.
But
Yeah,
then it really like
it was around 96
hit
that we
home.
decided.
No, it was like 99. So like
Yeah.
it was that Christmas period where it was like we was having these discussions, and then we did 100 and we was listening to all our fans and we had Colin Moriarty on and everything like that. And it was just like it was really heartwarming. It was like one of
Yeah.
the best things I've ever done in my life, episode 100, because it was just seeing how like us just spouting shit into a microphone each week like meant something to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people look forward to each week and everything like that. And it was just like that's really fucking heartwarming. So I said, let's just fucking go all in.
Yeah.
We'll release fucking 6 or 7 a video every day on YouTube.
Yeah.
We'll do crazy sketches. Like I've got
We've
stuff
got-
I like coming up. Like I've got stuff that I'm gonna be putting out. Like because we've got other interests.
Yeah, we do.
But we want to bring them into the show.
Yeah.
Rather than thing it like.
Rather than segregate.
I might even do like music shows or like teaching people how to play songs on guitar. Anything can happen like with this stuff. I'm gonna do a drawing club, like teaching how to draw Mario, how to draw all these things, how to render them, how to.
My
everything like
talent
that.
comes into it with just batshit mental characters. Like if you haven't seen it yet, the Cooking with Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
That's the type of stuff that I'm going to be doing.
That was something that again it was because we have these outside interests and everything like that, and we really we're like there's fire in our bellies now. Like obviously YouTube's a thing we've never done before.
No.
And so the video accounts are like really low at the moment because like people are used to listening to us.
And that's how
they're
most
used to
people are consuming
information.
art.
Like,
Yeah.
The amount like people can share and like and everything like it helps us so much. Even if you're not really. If you're more chuffed about like the audio side of things, like if you can share things, like it really
just go
really
on,
helps.
click like, click share.
But what we released was this past week was Cooking with Abraham Lincoln, which started as when I was like we was discussing like what should we do like what's because we've got the board game Thursdays where every Thursday we'll play a different Nintendo themed board game.
We do.
We've got the show that comes out, and then like I say, I'm going to be doing the drawing club, and we've got different sketches, and we're going to do like let's plays, and we're going to do loads of different things like that. And Gabe was like, I want to do a cooking show, and I was like, nah, that's just going to be shit, man. What do you mean you want to do a fucking cooking show? And then he was like, I don't know. And I was like, well, you could cook some sushi. That's how it started.
Yeah.
Then you was like,
Then I wanted to do it as Gabriel Lincoln.
At first you wanted to do like cupcakes and shit. Like,
Yeah.
And I was like, well, why don't you cook some sushi, make some Nintendo sushi? Yeah. And then you was like, yeah, all right. And then you was like, I want to do it as Abraham Lincoln. And then things got weird. Because like,
they get weird.
We just had this like long conversation of just back and forth. And I was just like, how do you feel about being naked? He was like,
yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about just wearing an apron? He was like, all right.
And then I was coming up with like, what was it? Oh, we should like add phrases like the whole, this is the food cooked by.
Yeah, that was one of mine.
Oh, was that
one?
Yeah,
that was one. Yeah.
And we was kind of back and forth coming up with these ideas, and I was kind of doing little impressions and stuff, and like,
that came about because you was like, I need to watch a video of.
Oh, you need to watch,
And then and then I was just paused it because it was like for the people. I was like, no, you have to do it for the Lincoln. Really self-centered and everything.
So then I was just like acting out little things for you, and you was just kind of like, try this, and I was like doing that, and then.
And then when it came to the day of shooting. That's when I really ramped up what I could try and do with you. Yeah. Because I was like... Because there was going to be these nudity bits where you like bend over and everything like that. And like, but in the kitchen. And I was like...
Go in the garden.
Will you be naked outside?
But you don't understand, right, where we filmed it, we have no fence. So the neighbour's garden is literally attached to ours, which is like they've got a conservatory, and all the windows obviously face that way.
Lots of old people.
Lots of old people, and you can see like there's a good 6 or 7 houses that could very easily see our garden, and we were making that much noise of me like shouting, "I don't want to take my clothes off; it's cold." Yeah. So someone will have definitely looked out the window and seen me naked in the garden.
So like, and I was like, how far can I push it? And like, and it was so bizarre because when we was doing it, I was like trying to be like a director.
You were trying to do like cool shots, like if we just go from here, it
just sounded like I was directing a porn.
It did,
like a gay porn. And so I was doing all these different things. It was like, all right, cool, like put you in the garden, just get naked. And it was probably the coldest day of the year.
Oh, it was
legitimately the coldest. It had like snow and everything.
It had snowed.
It was the coldest day of the year.
It was like -6, -7.
Yeah, it was freezing.
I'm glad you bled out my knob.
so we did all that, and then went in. I was both just like, well, let's just try this. And then Gabe, none of it was scripted apart from the Father Lincoln. Everything was just and I was just like pissing myself.
I was just riffing, and like
Gabe was like, let's do the chop like psycho thing, like while I'm chopping the food. I was like, that's not gonna be funny. It's overdone. And then he did it, and he did this grin that looked like some sort of like whack-ass fucking like hillbilly serial killer. Like that kind of thing that on the camera he was doing now. And it became hilarious. And I was just like, right, I'm going to go take this wild. And then I edited it and made it crazy. And then it was...
That kind of shows how we bounce off each other quite well as well.
It wouldn't have been anything like that. If we hadn't have let the... like lamented on the idea as well.
If we'd have scripted
it into it, it wouldn't have been funny.
No.
It might not be funny. I don't know if people like
I don't know if it's even funny. We have got more ideas.
But check it out. Go on youtube.com/Nintendo Sushi TV. I think the thing is, or just type cooking with Gabraham Lincoln into YouTube, or Nintendo Sushi into YouTube. And you'll find it. Please share.
Watch it, like it,
sketch
share.
We've done.
Yeah, we don't really do. We haven't done a sketch
comment
before,
on it, like share all those things. It really
it gets enough. I want to do more Gabraham Lincoln stuff.
What was going to do, like baking?
I want to do
a day out.
No, I want to do the next one. I'd do would be working out with Gabraham Lincoln.
Yeah, all those things. So if you want to see all that stuff, plus editing, I had to stare at his fucking cock for hours and hours and hours.
I'm about bare ass and everything. Yeah. Great. I remember that bit where I was like, you bled it out and you sent me a thing, and I was like, you can still see my ball sack, and he was like, oh yeah, you can. It was just a bit of ball sack hanging underneath the blare.
So that's sort of where we're at, and I'm like, I'm really excited.
So that's where we're at.
Yeah. So I'm really excited, and like
there was a bit of ball sack swinging under the blare.
To be doing all this now.
Yeah, me too. I'm really enjoying it. It's not just and I know we've got the Cooper Club, and we're getting a bit of an income from it, but I'm enjoying it.
Everyone's been buying merch. Merch sales like,
we really appreciate people buying
through the roof. Yeah, like insane amounts. Like we've fully like
it means a
lot
when
you buy something like off us, like you buy like a cushion like this. I know we like comedy plug things, but we're doing it like as a laugh, like. But when you buy things off us, it's like the most like sort of like thing someone can do is give you their money. You know what I mean? It's like something they've worked hard for.
Yeah.
People go to work for that. People, and like it's just like such a heartwarming thing.
Yeah, because you always kind of text me saying what we sold, and I just can't believe
And the people from different countries and places. It's fucking mind blowing to me.
We've got some crazy countries that listen to us.
Yeah, like we was looking through
crazy places,
like places we never heard of.
Like
Looking through the
little,
analytics
like tiny countries in Africa and stuff. It's crazy.
But they've not bought any merch.
Get on it.
Mongol Django, or whatever you're called. So I don't know if that's the country or the person, but
both.
But yeah, like now we've got the Cooper Club, which again, it's not like we're trying to fleece people for money.
No, because we're still giving them more than we've ever given them before, but we're also giving a little bit of extra on the Cooper Club.
Because like this has added like an extra 25 hours worth of work for me a week.
Yeah.
I never said a day.
Like I
with all the video, all the rendering, all the uploading, all the scheduling, all the everything. Like, not even including the time filming. Like, it's added so like, and I'm happy to do that because I enjoy doing that.
The amount of work that you put
people
in is...
just listening or just watching
Yeah.
is enough. You know what I mean? It's great that people
Yeah.
would do that and give us our time. So we're not like trying to fleece people for money or anything like that. It's just like the Cooper Club. I was like, what can we give back to people? Because I don't just want to be taking. And
that's what we decided on the
like,
extra episode.
Like you get like an extra episode a month and
the
Skype
stuff
conversations, like Skype conversations with us and fun stuff like that and like cheap merchandise. There's loads of stuff on that Cooper Club.
And people have jumped on that Cooper Club, and I want to create a really good community with that. And
so these for people listening and watching, it's nintendosushi.com/Cooper Club.
Yeah.
KOOPACLUB.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
it means if you want even more of us, you get even more.
Exactly, and like we're not saying we want your money. We're not saying that. Just like I say, you listening enough is just the fucking best.
It's heartwarming.
Yeah, and it's like I say, if you want that, then that's fine. We'll always give you the content for free, apart from the stuff
extra
behind
podcasts and the stuff that.
Plus, you get, like I say, you're getting more. You're getting sketches. You're getting like all these different things, and they'll always be free.
Yeah, and all we ask really is that you watch them and like them and share them.
You get the podcast early, you get the video podcast early,
yeah.
All this stuff. And this sounds like it was an advertisement, but
no, it's
genuinely,
not.
I just wanted to.
But we've come into what we wear.
People in.
Yeah.
Like to what
why
we're doing,
we
why we're doing it, and where we're going now. And like there has been down points, but this is like a big uphill trajectory with fucking ball.
And I'm not ready. I don't see it dipping anytime soon.
Oh no, it's just going to keep going. Plus we've got that financial commitment of people who are like they're paying every money. It's like that. We've done it for 100 episodes anyway, so we've proved that we're consistent. And even when we was going through fucking horrible times in our life, when I was in different countries, when you were going through like personal stuff, and I've been through personal stuff and all this stuff, but we still was consistent through all that.
Yeah.
And just like I say, I just want to give people more stuff.
I do, and I think that now that people are committing to giving us money and stuff, if anything, that drives me even more to be like, how can I repay these people? Because I'm that grateful to these people. What more can we do? How, like this sketch show, the Abraham Lincoln thing, I was like, I just want to do something else, and now I want to do even more. Like I just want to do as much as I can to kind of thank people for what they're doing, and because I enjoy it. Like that's something that I don't want anyone to forget, is that I enjoy doing this. This is very, very self-gratifying,
and no one has to give us any money. Just watching it's enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of us wanking over ourselves for a little bit. But yeah, just like I say, just go watch the Lincoln thing.
Yeah. Go watch Lincoln.
Cooking with Abraham Lincoln.
Tell me if you want to see more, because we've got loads of Lincoln ideas with that character.
And send you topics for the Gabe and Abel shows, which can be about anything you want. Nintendo Sushi shows have been preferably Nintendo-centric, to hello@nintendosushi.com, or tweet us at Nintendo Sushi, and just go on our YouTube channel, please, and just share some stuff.
Cooper Club members as well, you can send us emails, and we'll discuss any emails that you send us through the Cooper Club as well.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's us.
So,
that's been a good little show.
Yeah, it's been on a little journey.
Been a journey.
Yeah. So enjoy that journey.
Yeah.
And we'll see you.
We'll see you in the streets.
In the streets, indeed, my good friend.